What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video on this beautiful Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. The oil field, one of the most corrupt places to be as a truck driver. A lot of money made, a lot of money taken, a lot of money stolen. Not out of your pocket though. Check hit on Friday, everybody get paid, but the truck driver. One of the most evilest places that you could possibly take your truck. West Texas, South Texas, East Texas. Maybe even if you go towards the mountains, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, you just don't know if you're gonna get paid. It's a high-risk business. No, not high risk for the fracking company, not high risk for the oil field company, not high risk for the suit and tie guys. High risk for the truck driver. You got a lot of expenses. Trucks constantly breaking, parts falling off, lease roads trying to take your truck out, the trailer out, the dealership. They want to double and triple charge for parts. Here recently, a video I didn't post, I did call up the dealership to inquire about how much a 13-speed transmission costs, and I was shocked. I couldn't find one underneath $7,000. Yeah, I know I told y'all $42, $45, and that is what I paid for a transmission, but I was trying to make a video to show y'all that these $4,000, $5,000 transmissions do exist. I called two dealerships, the Freightliner here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I believe I called another one in another state. I can't remember which one I called. Oh, I know what it was. Not Phoenix, Arizona. It was another part, somewhere around in Phoenix, Arizona area. I had called out there. Both of them was between $7,000 and $7,500 with a core charge of about $2,000 to $3,000. Which means the cost of maintenance has went up. I don't know how much an automatic transmission is. Maybe PH wasn't lying. Maybe instead of the $10,000 automatic transmission, maybe they just doubled the price. Maybe if you want a new automatic transmission reman, maybe it is $21,000. Does that mean that that's how much I'll pay for a transmission? No, because I know how to get on eBay and still get them for $4,500. So for me, that's, we still ain't gonna pay that. Before we pay that, we'll drop the transmission we got, put it on the pallet and ship it out to somebody to be rebuilt. But all that stuff, nobody want to deal with all that. Even though it's just a one-time thing, you only break the transmission one time. Once you get it rebuilt, you got another 10 years. It's just like blowing the engine. Once you blow the engine, rebuild it. As long as it got rebuilt correctly, you got a couple of years to go. But what I'm getting at is, this trucking industry is getting harder and harder and harder and harder. And we are at the point in today's society, today's economy, we are on the brink of, well, now a truck driver, we got to get money 24/7, 24 hours a day. Ain't no taking no 10-hour break, 34-hour resets. Them days is over with. Now as a truck driver, you work 24 hours like a robot. There ain't no more sleeping, ain't no more breaks. Ain't no more excuses, ain't no more, can you slow down, Mr. Charlie? Ain't gonna be none of that, nah, 24/7. So if you gotta get money 24/7, 24 hours a day out the week, month, day, whatever you want, whatever word you want to use, then you gotta make sure that the time, energy, and effort you're putting in, the money is coming in. For all this time and effort and energy you gotta put in, you gotta make sure you're getting paid for all your time. You gotta make sure people ain't stealing your time. You need to have lawyers in place. What happens if I don't get paid on Friday? You need to know, hey, who on this phone you need to pick up and call? Who you need to call? Hey, you don't need to be trying to threaten nobody, make a video. I'm gonna do a TikTok, I'm gonna put it on YouTube, I'm gonna tell everybody you in payment. You need to know on Friday, settlement look funny, deposit look funny. What lawyer you need to pick up the phone and hire him review? That's where we at in trucking. Cause the dealership want their money. They want it all up front, and they don't want to hear nothing about, well, you know, hey, look, dealership, man, I know my truck just broke down, but I didn't get paid Friday. I mean, I was supposed to get paid. You know, I told y'all we're gonna have the money. Man, I got the settlement, man, and you know, they gave me the settlement, and they said I was gonna get $10,000, but when Friday hit, as you heard, the trucking company, they know where to be found. They disappeared with my money, so I can't pay you. And nobody else. The oil field is 24 hours. I recently called down there, I asked them, I said, hey, y'all still doing shift work? Ain't no shift work. Ain't no shit. They let me know, hey Andrew, all that 12 hours a day stuff, that's over with. Now it's 24 hours. You know, shift work was back when they didn't have enough freight for everybody to go around, so they were putting everybody, either you work day shift or night shift. You can only work 12 hours. Now, ain't none of that 12 hours. Now it's 24 hours. Oh, okay, 24 hours. Now, if you got a pneumatic, you used to haul 54,000 pounds, brought you up to what, 84,000 gross. Now 90, 100,000 pounds, way over the weight limit. You gotta pack in more sand because the rates are so low to make it worth it. Now you gotta pay the guy up at the freaking loading rack. You gotta, hey man, I'm be there around 7 o'clock. What lane you working? You working lane 3? Yeah, I'm gonna be in that blue truck. I'm gonna call you when I get close. Next thing you know, you line up to lane 3. You get ready to go underneath the chute. Hey, it's me. Yeah, you got to load me up, man. Man, I need you to put 60,000 pounds in the trailer. Yeah, 60,000. Yeah, I'm a cash up. Yeah, I got you. Now we making deals like that, just to stay in business. And when you put all that weight in the trailer, more maintenance, more parts, more tires. When you get to the tire shop and they selling you these $300-400 tires, they not gonna tell you that, hey, those tires we just sold you, even though they brand new, they may or may not be Chinese, maybe they name brand. Hey, they not rated, or better yet, they only rated for, you know, 4,500 pounds of tire. You ain't got the tire that's rated at 7,500 pounds. You ain't got that tire. Hey, your tire, you know, the speed on it is only rated to go 60 miles per hour. You ain't get the tire rated for 75 miles per hour. A lot of tricks that you're gonna have to learn when it comes to this trucking. Remember, people that's getting into trucking now, they got it harder. It costs way more money to learn what somebody like me had to learn back in the day. The rates was the same back then. Well, no, they wasn't the same. They were a little bit more back in the day. But the parts was cheaper, labor was cheaper. Now, when you come in here, you're dealing with high cost of parts, transmission and doubled. Transmission costs the same thing as overhaul now. $7,500 for the transmission. My guy charged $5,000 for labor. I ain't going ATL diesel, get an overhaul kit for steel. Hopefully I can still get it for about $3,500 to $4,000. That's almost the same price as a transmission now. And that's on old trucks. You know, you guys want these new trucks, overhaul on these Cummins engine, not you 60, 70,000, you're gonna be out of business. You're gonna be out of business. And you're gonna be out of business with a truck note too. Getting harder and harder. So, what I'm getting at is not trying to convince nobody go no oil field, buy no cash truck, get no authority. I'm just pointing out the obvious in case, you know, you guys don't know that you got to thou shall get money 24/7. Now that you got to get money 24/7, perhaps I should give you some ways to make that happen. If you are not able to do it driving your truck. Let me give you some other ways that truck drivers are getting money 24/7. They take their cash truck, they start out during the day, they may do some power only runs around the house. They may take a load to drive in, go 200 miles out, 200 miles back, they come back, they get in the car, they doing Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, maybe cargo van work, you know, I don't know, YouTube, some of us doing YouTube. Some of us doing Amazon stores, eBay stores. Some people cutting grass, they got yard routes. Some truck drivers, they got part-time jobs outside of the trucking industry. They may work part-time jobs. Let's say, for example, they got a mail carrier over here in Nashville. They got part-time positions Sunday through Tuesday, for example. Or if you do fuel hauling do part-time jobs too. They got weekend only. You know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think Monday. I don't know if it's 3 days or 4 days, but part-time positions. Still 40 hours. Still get all your benefits. You know, $50,000 a year, all that good stuff. And then them other days, perhaps you use your authority. Use your authority to get money. You can still do your 700 miles a day, 800, 900 miles a day. Whatever you gotta do, I don't know. But hopefully y'all be aware of this, figure it out, and I'll get back to y'all in another video. Down, she'll get money 24 hours.